So let's just jump right in. We all have this idea that financial trouble comes from some huge dramatic event. But honestly, for most people, it's not some big catastrophe. It's more like a slow leak. It's the little everyday money mistakes that just silently drain our bank accounts and keep us from hitting our goals. So today, we're going to find those leaks and we are going to plug them. And this quote right here, it just says it all, doesn't it? This is the heart of the problem we're tackling. It's that spending we don't even notice. It's like death by 1,000 cuts for your wallet. These are the little habits that hold us back, one tiny decision at a time. It seems like such a simple question, right? But for so many of us, it's actually really hard to answer. So let's figure it out. We're going to walk through 10 of the most common money leaks and, more importantly, give you the exact tools to fix them. Let's get started by building a really strong foundation. Okay, first things first, we have to play a little defense. Before you can even think about growing your money, you've got to protect what you already have. This part is all about creating a solid base, a kind of financial shield that can take a few hits from life's curveballs. This is where we'll cover our first few mistakes. Mistake number 1, flying without a safety net. If you don't have an emergency fund, something as simple as a flat tire or a surprise medical bill can send you straight into high-interest credit card debt. And that kicks off a cycle that is so hard to break. The solution? Think of it as your own personal financial insurance. The goal is super simple. First, just focus on getting a quick $1,000 saved up. After that, you work on building it up until you have 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses tucked away. All right, the next leak, we'll call it mistake number 2, is just not knowing where your money is actually going. A budget isn't a cage, it's really just a spending plan. It puts you in the driver's seat. Here are 2 really popular ways to do it. You've got the zero-based budget, where you literally give every single dollar a job to do. Your income minus your outgoings has to equal 0. Or you could try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your money goes to what you need, 30% to what you want, and a solid 20% goes to savings. Honestly, the most important thing is just to pick one and really get a grip on where your money is flowing. I absolutely love this analogy because it's just so true. And it brings us to mistake number 3, completely ignoring your credit score. Seriously, think of it as your report card for being a financially responsible adult. A bad score will cost you thousands, literally thousands of dollars, over your lifetime in higher interest rates on everything, from your mortgage to a car loan. It's a number you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. So how do you get that GPA up? Well, it really just comes down to these 3 simple but powerful habits. First, and this is the big one, pay every single bill on time, every time. Second, keep your credit card balances low. A great rule of thumb is to keep them under 30% of your total credit limit. And finally, check your credit report every single year for errors. It's totally free, and you would be shocked at how often mistakes pop up. Now for the last piece of our financial shield, mistake number 4, getting insurance all wrong. It's a real balancing act. Being underinsured, that's basically gambling with your entire financial future. But being overinsured, like paying for all those useless extended warranties, is just throwing money away. The fix is to focus on what actually matters: solid health insurance and affordable term life insurance to protect the people you love. Okay, our shield is built. We're protected. Now it's time to go on offense. This part is all about making your money work for you, actively growing it, and really getting ahead. We're building on that strong defensive base we just set up. And this number right here, this leads us straight to mistake number 5, carrying high interest debt. This is what a typical credit card interest rate looks like. And let's be crystal clear. Carrying a credit card balance at this rate isn't just borrowing. It's a guaranteed way to lose. It is mathematically impossible to build wealth when you are paying someone else 20% interest. It just can't be done. So, how do you attack this beast? Well, here are 2 battle-tested strategies. On one side, you've got the avalanche method. That's where you throw all your extra cash at the debt with the highest interest rate. This approach saves you the most money in the long run. On the other side is the snowball method. Here, you pay off your smallest debt first, no matter the interest rate. This gives you a quick psychological win that builds a ton of momentum. You know what? They both work. The best one is the one you'll actually stick with. Now, for mistake number 6, putting off saving for the future. And what's so wild about this slide is it shows the single most powerful force in all of finance. Just look at this chart. If you start saving just $200 a month at age 25, you can end up with over $500,000. But if you wait just 10 years, just a decade, and start at 35, that final amount gets chopped by more than half. That is the magic of compound interest. Your greatest asset isn't picking the right stock, it's time. So where on earth do you start? Right here. This is it. If your job offers a 401k match, putting in enough to get the full amount is the single best investment return you will ever find. It's a 100% return on your money instantly. Do not, I repeat, do not leave this free money on the table. And here's another silent wealth killer, mistake number 7, paying all those pointless fees. They look so small, right? A couple of bucks for an ATM fee, a 1% fee on a mutual fund, but they compound over time, just like your money does, and they silently eat away at your growth. The fix here is pretty simple. Move your banking to places that don't charge you fees, and when you invest, stick to low-cost index funds. All right, we've talked defense, we've talked offense, but you know what? None of it really works without the right mindset. This last part is all about the behaviors and the psychology that are the true foundation of financial success. This brings us to mistake number 8, and it is a trap that gets so many people. It's called lifestyle inflation. You get a raise and suddenly you need a nicer car, a bigger place, more expensive dinners out. Your spending just magically rises to meet your new income, and you never actually feel any wealthier. You're just running faster on the exact same hamster wheel. So here's a really simple rule to break out of that cycle. It's the 50-50 rule. Every single time you get a raise or a bonus, you commit right then and there to saving or investing half of it before you even have a chance to spend it. Then you can take the other half and enjoy it completely guilt-free. This is how you upgrade your lifestyle while also aggressively building wealth. It's a total win-win. Mistake number 9 is one that I think almost all of us are guilty of at some point. We just don't negotiate. Just think about it. How often do you just accept the first price you're offered? On our salaries, our monthly bills, almost everything. This fear of just asking for a better deal is a habit that costs us thousands and thousands of dollars over a lifetime. And the crazy thing is, you can negotiate so much more than you think. Your salary, of course, but also your cable and internet bill. Just call them up and ask for a better rate. You can even negotiate medical bills after you've already gotten the service. You have to remember this. The absolute worst thing that can possibly happen is they say no. There's literally no downside to asking. Okay, we've gone through 9 mistakes, but they all really come from one single root cause. This last point, it's not just another tip, it's the foundation for everything else we've talked about. This is about the single most important investment you could ever make for your financial future. And that final mistake, the big one, is financial illiteracy. It's just not understanding the rules of the game you're playing every single day with your money. It's like trying to play a game of chess, but you have no idea how the pieces move. You simply cannot win a game if you don't even know the rules. So how do you fix it? It's so much simpler than you think. You don't need a degree in finance. All you need to do is commit to this. 1 hour a week. That's it. Read a book, listen to a podcast, watch an explainer like this one. Just 1 hour a week dedicated to learning the rules of money will put you light years ahead of almost everyone else. So let's end with that. A question. Don't just watch this and then move on with your day. Turn this knowledge into action. Pick one thing, just one thing we talked about today, and make a promise to yourself that you'll learn a little bit more about it this week. That right there is the first step to taking back control. So, what's it going to be?